St. Lucia in the Big Room, sold out with Joy Wave tonight at the A&R Bar. Win the night out now in Neon Gold, Columbia. You want to introduce the band?
Absolutely. So to my left on guitar is Ross Price Clark from Des Moines, Iowa. Behind me, Dustin Kaufman on drums, actually just the tom right now, and he's from Houston, Texas. To my right, Patty Baranek on tambourine backing vocals from Konstanz, Germany, and Nikki Paul from Los Angeles, California on the keyboards.
So we got Iowa, Houston, Germany, and Los Angeles, and South Africa. This is truly a band from every corner of the planet. Your first touring band, so to speak, was the, now forgive me, I'm probably going to butcher this too, Drakensberg Boys Choir?
It's the Drakensberg Boys Choir.
Yes,
Drakensberg. I don't know if that was my own personal touring band, but that was a choir that I was a part of in South Africa, and we did quite a bit of touring, and we came to the States a couple of times.
Wow.
We performed with the American Boys Choir as well from Princeton, and we traveled all over. It was kind of a training for what we're doing now, in a sense.
Absolutely. So what sort of material would you do?
It was anything from, Bach and Mozart to My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion, because this was, my last year there was in 1998, and that was like the biggest song in that year. And then, we did like a whole African music set as well, that was, that we basically, there was a rural school close to the boys' choir school that I was at, because the school itself was in the South African mountains in the Drakensberg, and we would go there and do kind of like an exchange, like we would teach them some of our songs, and they would teach us some of their songs, and we built up this whole set of African music, and we would do, gumboot dancing and all sorts of different stuff.
Wow, that's quite an experience. So was it the whole thing where when your voice changes, they throw you out, or...
No, it was kind of rare in this choir because I think most boys' choirs do that, but with this choir, the kids, when their voices broke, they kept training, and they trained through their voices breaking, and because of that, the voice breaking happened way quicker, and so they then transferred to tenor and bass.
That makes more sense. It seems to be much kinder to do it that way than you're out of here.
Yeah, that's true.
Hit the streets, kid.
I mean, I think the general way of thinking is that it damages your voice if you do that. I think a lot of, classical people think that, but our choir master's philosophy was that, you just train through it.
All right, well, good. You've been at this a long time then. Wow.
I guess, yeah.
How old were you?
I started it when I was 10, and I finished when I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well-traveled. And here today in Columbus, Ohio, St. Lucia on the bill with Joy Wave. Of course, St. Lucia headlining tonight, the Win the Night tour at the A&R Bar. It's sold out. Win the Night on Neon Gold, Columbia right now. How about one more song, then we'll turn you loose. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.